Alright, so we're here for round 3. Our opponent, I checked out a game, is pretty much all flyers all day. 2-1, 2-2, whatever flavor you can get them, they fly. I would not like to play first. This is fine for my mono black deck. Especially because this eats flyers and so does this. And this then goes on to eat more flyers. Hold on one second. Alright, so our opponent asked to split. I respectfully told him that I was recording. Alright, mono black deck for the win. Spinethopter. Gust Skimmer. Also dies to glistening oil. Although if I keep taking 2 Infect from all the 2-1 flyers I plan to put that on, that's going to become a problem. Four Infect's going to be an even bigger problem. I mean, I didn't really watch his replays all that well, but I don't think I saw an Infect theme in here. That'd be really bad. Alright, an Acid Web Spider is good for us. I think I'm just going to play down a Brass Squire this turn to hold down the beats. Could go for some forests. Whatever land I need, I don't have. The whole game I was swamp screwed, now I'm forest screwed. That would be a scary one to give Infect. But it might be worth... No, because if I give it Infect, it's just going to prompt him to attack, and then I have to chump with my Brass Squire. I think I'm fine chumping with the Brass Squire without having to give it Infect. Seeing as the Brass Squire really isn't doing much for me right now. So I'm fine taking 2. Tying up a little bit of his mana for the turn. Awesome. I'm fine taking 2. I'd love to stick this Acid Web Spider. fine with that, provided I can rip a forest. Forest. Pith Driller. Pith Driller is also fine. I think I'd rather hold it for one of his X1 flyers. Question is, do I feel safe giving this Infect to let it give me 3 more counters, or do I just take 2 more damage? I think I'm just going to go for maximum value here. Trade with the Blade Tribe Berserkers, play super defensively against the aggressive deck. I want to... The Moriak Reaver is not getting through anymore with the Blade Tribe Berserkers. Acid Up Spider still takes down the Blade Tribe Berserkers, so does the Tangle Mantis, so I'd rather trade for the 3/3, but I'm fine trading for the 2/2. Alright, so there's my Pith Driller target. Forest. No. I could play both and take 2, but I really don't see a need to do that. If he's going to be aggressive, I can play the slow game. Although Viridian Emissary would get me my... No. Want that forest, but not that bad. At this point, I think I'd play the Tangle Mantis before I played the Astrodub Spider, just for some value. Alright, so he has a trick. If you've got it, show it to me. Really? You're playing this card? I suppose it got my Pith Driller, so who am I to judge? Another swamp. I think I can Viridian Emissary, and then if I Glistening Oil the Drake, brings me to 7 poison. But I really don't think there's any other poison in this deck. And I guess if he does do anything with another Volshock Heartstoker or something, I can Grim Affliction it to kill it sooner, although that would be a poor use of my Glistening Oil. Alright, it's forest time. Tangle Mantis versus Keepers. If I played the Tangle Mantis, I still hold up my Grim Affliction. I can block the Blade Tribe Berserkers. So if I wanted to be super greedy, I could actually put this right back on the Spinethopter and kill it. I'm putting myself at 9 poison counters, but I think that's now a bit too greedy. I think I'm just going to finally roll out this Acid Web Spider. I'm not going to attack yet. I have better finishers than my Tangle Mantis. Alright, so I could Parasitic Implant something like the Blade Tribe Berserkers, so I can start beating in. If I attack... I mean, if I Parasitic Implant and he does nothing on his turn, I could 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I could Miller's Keepers and Parasitic Implant. I'd have a pretty strong set of attackers. I think this turn I'm only going to attack with the Tangle Angler. If he tries to double block, I can Grim Affliction. I mean, I guess I could also attack with both. I have another blocker on the ground, which I shouldn't have played pre-combat. I can take 2. So if I play the Parasitic Implant on the Blade Tribe Berserkers, he attacks into Malira's Keepers. I played on the Thopter. I mean, I don't really need the 1/1. I just want that thing dead. I mean, there's also the chance that I should have held it for something more threatening, but between Glistening Oil and Grim Affliction, if he plays something super threatening, I feel like I could probably handle it. Alright, if he's only going to attack with the Flyer, that's even better, because then I'll get my 1/1. Unless he has like a Vivisection. Which would not be a card I'd want to see right now. Yep, that is precisely the card I didn't want to see. That is why you hold your Parasitic Implant. Christmas. Alright, so this turn I can give Mere Battlesphere Infect. No, because then all of these guys become Infectors themselves. No, because he taps them and it deals me Infect damage. So that's a bad move. I think I have enough to gang block if I Grim Affliction. So I am just going to pass the turn. I had to play that Parasitic Implant, huh? I mean, I'm really not a fan of watching replays. I usually don't. Sometimes I'll skim over one at the beginning, but watching out for stuff like this is definitely one of the benefits of replays. And I'm not like against them. Like a lot of people are against them. You know, well, at a regular, you know, F&M draft, you wouldn't be able to see, you know, what your opponent's deck was, how it played out. Right, but they're probably also building it right in front of you. So, I mean, all right, so he's... So in other words, what I'm saying is I'm not against it, like, philosophically. I just usually don't take the time to do it. So he's tapping his mirror and giving me the opportunity to block. It is a 6/7. I can put 1, 2 in front of it to make for 7. and then I can Grim Affliction it so that although they don't both die right now, so there's no reason to Grim Affliction unless he has some sort of a pump spell. I could also throw the Mirror in the works if I think 1 damage is going to be the difference. But seeing as I can make it a 4/5 at will, I think this is fine. If he has Apostle's Blessing, then it's not going to do me much good anyway. So he is sacking a Mirror token to Artillerize. So Grim Affliction doesn't actually do it here. So I lose both of my guys for a Mirror token and an Artillerize. There's probably incorrect blocks there. I could use a Quilled Slagworm. Oh, next turn. If I attack with Team, I just lose. If I attack with Mortis Dogs and Acid Web Spider, I take 3, 4, 5 on the backswing. So I'm going to elect to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then a Grim Affliction. If I team block again, which I probably should have done the first time, is blocked with everybody. I have a feeling, yeah, he's going to put the Acid Web Spider first, and then the Mortis Dogs. So I should only lose the Acid Web Spider. So that last block was definitely wrong. There was no reason I shouldn't have put the Acid Web Spider and the Mortis Dogs on it last turn. Alright, but at least it is off the battlefield. And now, all those flyers I was talking about. Quilled Slagworm. It's actually not even that good right now. Multiplicer's not bad. So if I attack with my Mortis Dogs, he'll probably take it and go to 5. Or he'll block with the Spine Thopter, although I don't imagine he'd do that. And then I play a Maul Splicer, which threatens lethal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I can Glistening All the Vault Scourge to keep him from gaining life. Or I can do it on the Spine Thopter to take less damage. I mean, this time, I'm definitely playing this. This time I don't have any insurance if he goes like a pump spell or something. So next turn I'm swinging in for 4 and then 6 at trample. He goes up a life to 6. Yeah, I don't want to risk it. I think it's fine just to leave it this way. He'll deal me 3, potentially 4 if he attacks with all of his mirror. Unless that last 2 cards are something awesome, I don't think there's enough. Alright, so there's got to be something in his hand that makes him confident enough to attack with both. Anatomist. Hopefully is too little too late. So attack, attack. If I don't attack with the Maul Splicer himself, it's a 4-2 and 2 3/3 tramples. He can chump the 4-2, prevent 2 of this going to 2. I could also then Glistening Oil the Anatomist, because I doubt he's going to be attacking with it, and then play the Tyranax. If I attack with either of these guys, he'll just block with the Anatomist. If I somehow also draw like a Go for the Throat, I can also Go for the Throat my own Mortis Dogs to deal the last bit of damage. Alright, so a Shatter. That's a good one. So if I Glistening Oil the 2/1 flyer, he can tap down my Alpha Tyranax and attack for 2, 3. I feel like I have to Glistening Oil something. I don't think the Anatomist is going to be fast enough. I don't want to go to 9 poison. So this turn, he only gets through with the flyers, so this turn he's getting through with a Vault Scourge. I mean, if he taps down my Anatomist and attacks with Team, I can block. He gets in for 3, and the next turn he gets in for 3. So I have to do something. I think I'm going to go for this one, even though it does put me at 9. He has nothing that says he could proliferate right now on the board. Tezzeret's Gambit probably the worst card right now. So anything that says proliferate and I'm dead, but I'm down to taking 1 a turn. I'm going to go to attack. He'll tap down the Tyranax. I'll send the Mortis Dogs and the Golem. Although if I send the Team, he chumps the Mortis Dogs, blocks the Maul Splicer, and takes 4. If that doesn't work on the backswing, I survive. Hopefully this will be enough. I know I have no blockers, but he only has 4 damage. What a rip. It is a game of inches. I need him to brick just a little bit. Brick. Stop doing things. Damn it. Alright, go for the throat. My Mortis dogs would be sick. Can't really afford to take that damage right now. So he sort of has a tough choice, I think, between the Tyrnax and the Mortis dogs. Yeah. By tapping the Mortis dogs, he guarantees that he's not going to die to taking any damage off their leaves the battlefield effect. Here he just has to chump with the Luminary Gargoyle. Alright, it is time to brick. Land. This game one has taken forever. I suppose I could dig for cards, but that puts me dangerously close to dying. I don't know if he's thinking about attacking with the Vault Scourge. I don't know if he can do that anymore. Alright, so... he just scoops. Alright, that was definitely a close game. These two actually would have been pretty sick together. So, alright, there's game one. That was a long game, so we needed to watch the clock for the other two games. Maybe the Ichor Explosion on a low power creature to get rid of a lot of those little flyers. Guess Verdict. Probably not that sweet. Although, it is hitting, any flyer. He didn't seem to have all that many creatures that weren't good. And the Quilled Slagworm wasn't going to be that sick for me in that game anyway. So I guess I'll make that change. I think I also have to then swap a Forest for a Plains. A Forest for a Swamp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 8. 9, 8, favoring swamps. Should be enough to hit these two on turn 5, 6. Alright, so game 2.